What it do, Rage Crew? We back. It's Riley Rage. Isn't this kind of a dope look though? Like I can see you, but you can't see me. So we back. I'm super excited to drop the iEKO video. I'm getting really good with my editing, so my videos are just naturally getting better. Shout out to A Rocky for helping assist in shooting. So we got some movement in our videos finally, a little bit more movement. By the time you guys see this, it'll probably have dropped, but we're gonna premiere it at the end of this video too. Shout out to all the iEKO walk dance submission videos we got. I was super happy with how many we got. We got a total of 8. I was expecting like a few. So I'm super excited. Everyone that submitted, they were all really dope, and it was a really hard deciding the winners. Honestly, all you guys deserved the top prize, and I wanted to just kind of split the prize evenly so that everyone would get something, but because we got 8 submissions, I wanted to, I guess, stick to the rules and award the top 1, 2, and 3 teams. I did decide to award 2 teams, one of the position. There will be a total of 4 winners, but like I said, all the submissions were really dope, and I wish I would have been able to just give you guys all that prize money because they were all so dope. But luckily, I was able to squeeze everyone in the music video. So everyone who submitted, you guys will be featured in that iEKO video, and that will be on the internet and live in existence forever. So shout out to you guys. You guys are the Rage Crew. And one day I know we will all be on stage performing iEKO together, one way or another. So keep that dream alive because I know it will happen. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and play those 2 new videos. The 7th video that was submitted was by Terminator DC.
You say, I say, you say, I say. What you say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, iEKO, say, say, what you say, I say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, iEKO, say, 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 you say, I say, you say, you say, I say, you say, I say, you say, you say, I say,
And I really loved this video. The video opened with like some soccer action, which was fun. I liked the focus on the one girl, and she kind of held it down. I liked a lot of her moves. She had this one move where she kind of like cranked her energy, and then she kind of watched it fall, and then she kind of got back into her shit, and that was super dope. I love that she did incorporate kind of the iEKO walk, and she kind of just brought her vibe to it. I definitely loved that one part where she kind of did this like karate kick, kind of, you know, like putting it in her face that like, you know, this is my energy, you can't really fuck with me, baby. And I like that. And I also liked how near the end there was this one move where she kind of like cranked it, and then she turned around and just kind of brought it to like a twerk, and that was really fun too, because I love that kind of vibe and that energy. And I just love that she kind of held it down on her own, so that was super dope by Terminator DC Pro. So shout out to you guys. And again, I'm gonna go through all the submissions and kind of go through, I know I said they were all super dope, but I kind of want to go through them again and kind of go through my favorite parts of each video, because you guys honestly all deserve that top prize because they were all super dope, and you guys have a lot of talent, a lot of skill, and a lot of heart. So I love that about you guys. And yeah, iEKO, go baby, let's go. So then the final submission we got was from Virus Kings.
You say, I say, you say, I say, go, say, what you say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, what you say, I say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, yeah, say, you say, I say, you say, yeah, you say, I say, you say, I say, you say, yeah, you say, I say, you go, say, yeah.
And they definitely didn't disappoint. They're all the way from Tanzania. So up until this point, all our submissions have been from Nigeria, and now we have Tanzania, which is super dope. And they definitely held it down for their country, for Rage Crew. I believe the first Rage Crew from Tanzania, so that was super dope. And I loved their video. I loved like the woods vibe. It kind of ties into the tribal vibe, and it ties into the iEKO video. So I love that, and yeah, it was super dope. Right off the bat, I loved how like it zoomed in on one guy, and then perfectly with the music, they kind of break apart into three. I wasn't really ready for it, and I wasn't expecting it, but it was super dope, and it kind of like brought me into their video. I was glued from there on. I loved that they made their own iEKO signs, and they matched the font of the iEKO cover art perfectly. So that was super dope and super like attention to detail, which I love. I love that they were wearing the green and the gold. They had the gold face paint. Everything just kind of tied together, and I thought it was really, really dope. They had their staffs, which were super dope. I love how they incorporated that into the choreography. Yeah, it was super, super dope and super tight choreography. Their kind of outfits and how the whole video came across, it kind of reminded me of like Wizard of Oz and like the Munchkins or like those gargoyles. It was super cool. It kind of gave this like fantasy kind of like otherworldly vibe, which was super dope. Yeah, I also loved how they brought the iEKO walk in and included it with the staffs. And they also did the thing where they started out as one and they broke apart into three, all kind of doing the iEKO walk. And that was really, really dope. I loved that. So yeah, that was the eighth and final submission. We also got another submission from Clintwin Lifestyle and B-Boy Key. I don't remember if I mentioned them, but they had a super dope submission too. And theirs was really, really, let's just go ahead and play that now too.
You say, I say, you say, I say, go, say, what you say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, what you say, I say, what you say, I say, what you say, what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, yeah, say, you say, I say, you say, yeah, you say, I say, you say, I say, you say, yeah, you say, I say, you go, say, yeah.
Their submission was super dope and it was super different. I loved like the Halloween, like spooky vibes. I love how they brought like the black and the white, and these kind of like, they were wearing these like mummy outfits, which was super dope, and their choreography was super unique and different, and I love that. Right off the bat, they kind of had this like kind of like mysterious vibe. It's almost like their energies were like battling against each other, which was really dope. And just the way they did their choreography, the way they integrated the iEKO into like the mummy, and it was super cool. It was super dope, and I loved how unique their submission was. I think their submission out of all of them was probably the most unique. So I loved that. Before we get into the winners, I kind of want to just go into all of them and, you know, say again what I liked the best about each. Our first submission was from Jamily Skill. I loved how much people were involved in his. I loved the amount of skill that was present. It was clear that like they know their shit, they know what they're doing, and they brought a lot of skill. I loved, you know, their formations. I loved the little guy that came in and kind of stole the show on his own and kind of brought his energy full force. I loved that they had the break dancers. They then had the individuals too, and it was just super cool. They had a really, really strong energy, and I loved that. Our second one was from Marvis XX, and hers was really, really simple, but what I loved about hers was it was obvious how much heart, how much joy and love she had for the song and her own dancing. So that's super cool when, you know, when you're dancing and it's giving you the joy and energy you need. So I really loved that. We also then had a submission from TK Dance Vibes, and these were two little guys, and I loved their submission. I loved the kind of story they brought to theirs. They had the red and the blue. It was like the Matrix kind of. They had the battling energy going back and forth too, which was really dope. I really loved theirs, and I loved their video editing. I feel like they probably had one of the best video edits, where it was like a lot of thought went into the editing, which was cool. We also then had a submission from G Press Phillip. What I loved about his was it was a lot of joy too and a lot of skill. I love that he brought a lot of different scenes and a lot of different energy. He incorporated probably the iEKO, probably one of the best. And I loved, you know, his footwork. He had a lot of complex footwork, which was really cool. And yeah, like I said, all of these submissions were really, really dope. And honestly, I just wish I would have been able to give more to you guys and make sure that everyone who submitted got something, because you guys all deserve it. And we then had another really dope submission from Leonie Yuslav, and his dancing, it was like super, super strong energy. The way he carried himself, the way he, you know, had his dance, it was just, all I saw was all this solar sun energy, and how he was dancing, how he brought it. I did include one of my favorite dance moves of his in the iEKO video, where he kind of did this kick, he froze, he spun around, and it was just amazing. So that was really, really dope, and like the highlight for me of his submission. Yeah, they were all so dope, which I think I made clear, but I loved them all. So let's go. I think I have to award a tie for third place. So drum roll. Like I said, honestly, I just wanted to give you guys all that top prize. I really was like this close of just splitting the prize evenly, or splitting the prize into tiers to make sure that everyone got something. But I decided to just kind of stick with the rules and try to award based on the quality, content, and creativity, like I said. So third place, we had a tie, and both of these submissions I loved. They brought kind of similar energy in different ways, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to give it a tie. I was kind of going back and forth on who I thought deserved that third place, and I ended up just kind of deciding it was a tie and splitting it. So the first team for third place was TK Dance Vibes, and what I loved about them, I loved their kind of, I loved how young they were, and I don't know if they're twins or brothers, but I just kind of loved their energy, and right off the bat, I loved the video and how it was like zoomed in on their face and kind of like spinning around them. And I loved their attention to detail too. Them wearing red and blue, it was like the Matrix, and then they were like battling forces against each other. I really loved that, and their choreography was super, super dope. The one thing that almost made me drop them out of the third spot was I felt like they didn't really incorporate the iEKO dance or iEKO steps that well or at all into their dance. But I loved their video editing. I loved a lot of what they did. So congrats to you guys for getting third. And the other team that tied for third was Clintwin Lifestyle and B-Boy Key. And I loved theirs. I loved how unique theirs was. Theirs was definitely the most different than the rest. I love that they were wearing the black and white, kind of similar to the TK Dance vibes. They were kind of battling each other, but the way that they brought it, it was so different and so unique, and they incorporated those iEKO steps in their own unique way, which was really, really dope. But I loved both of these. The one thing about the Clintwin Lifestyle and B-Boy Keys video, I wish their editing or their video would have been a little bit better. It was kind of just one camera angle the whole time. And so that's kind of why I ended up having to give it a tie, because the TK Dance vibes, they had a really, really good edit on their video. So it ended up just evening out the pros and cons I liked of both of those. So congrats for you guys for third place. Definitely loved both of them. And I definitely loved all the videos, like I said. So, all right, so second place, this team brought it kind of right off the bat. They brought it. They have really, really strong energy. They had a lot of people involved in their dance, and they had just a lot of really technical, skillful choreography. They had a really tight edit too, and it was the first submission I got, which was Jamily Skill. So second place goes to Jamily Skill and his team for their super dope submission. There wasn't really anything bad about the submission. They all kind of brought their individual style as well as like the group and the formations. I loved when the three kind of got together and did this like slow motion kind of like Matrix energy thing, which I included in the official video, one of the first scenes from the video. Yeah, I love their submission. I love that you guys included that little guy who had amazing skill, and he kind of brought his own energy and kind of stole the show. And then you guys had all the different break dancers, and you know, it was just a lot of energy, and it was super, super well put together and tight video. So yeah, second place goes to you guys, Jamily Skills team. All right, and first place, drum roll, has to be Virus Kings all the way from Tanzania. What I loved about them, the vibe tied in the closest to Rage and the iEKO video. I love that they hand painted the signs. I love that they were wearing green and gold. I love that they had the staffs. It was just a super tight video, and I loved a lot about it. And there was a lot of surprises in the video that I wasn't ready for. Like I said off the bat, where they broke apart into three. They also were super creative with the dirt and using the dirt and sand and like using it like this like magical, like, I don't know, it just gave me super dope vibes. And that's what I loved, was the creativity and how well put together it was. So shout out to you guys. That top prize 200, again second place Jamily Skill and his team 100, and then third place I decided to split the prize, so 25 and 25 to TK Dance Vibes and Clintwin Lifestyle and B-Boy Key. And I do want to thank everyone who submitted. Everyone submitted super, super dope videos. I can't say it enough. And I really wanted to give everyone that prize money. I really wanted to split it evenly, but because we got 8 submissions, which was more than I was expecting, I decided to stick to the rules and try to award the top 3 only, in this case 4. But I really loved all the submissions. They were all super dope. I definitely saw everyone's heart, everyone's skill, and everyone's energy. I'm really excited for everyone to see the official video, which we will premiere now, right after this. Make sure you keep your eyes open for where you are in the video, because I definitely included everyone in that video, or at least a piece of everyone's submission in that video. And stay tuned for more. I can't wait until Rage Crew and Rage. I know you guys are ready, but the rest of the world is, we're a little bit too much for them yet, baby. But I can't wait until the day where the world is ready to rage and the world is ready to support New Earth Tribal. And that's you guys, baby, Rage Crew. So let's go, and that is it. Let's play that iEKO video right now. Riley, rage out, take it easy, and peace. See you on the other side. See you on the flip. See you for the next drop, baby. Who knows? Rage out, baby. Peace.
You say, I say, you say, I say, go, say, go what you say, go what you say, I say, go what you say, go what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, oh what you say, I say, oh what you say, I say, oh what you say, oh what you say, I say, it go, say, it go, say, say, you say, I say, you say, you say, I say, you say, I say.